S.L.P. Welcome back to some MLB 16 The Show franchise as the Mariners taking on the Boston Red Sox. Off stream, I decided to actually simulate the series against the Tampa Bay Rays, seeing how we faced them at home earlier this year. And actually did great. We actually got a 3-game sweep on the road to start off the road trip. And we are currently 11-4 on the in the month of June, which is pretty good for our team in franchise mode. Tonight, it's going to be no different. We got to deal with these Boston Red Sox for the first time this year. We will have them coming up in early August, and depending on how these two teams will meet up until then, you can bet your bottom dollar both of these two are going to be ready to go in the wild card hunt. Speaking of that, let's go to it quickly. Mariners have won 4 in a row. Astros have won 4 in a row. But I think the Astros, as of right now, have gotten that AL West division on lock right now. And in the wild card standings, the Red Sox currently hold a half-game lead for that first position. So if the Mariners can take 2 of 3, they could very well get to that first wild card spot in the AL League. Orioles are not that far back. They won their game due to the simulation of the games today. So they actually won against Toronto on the road, excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, Baltimore. They won at home against Toronto 3-2. So these 3 games are going to be really crucial to determine who gets in positioning to that first or second wild card seeding. So we'll see how it goes. Actually, the Orioles even took 2 of 3, as you saw there, from the Red Sox. Kuma will take on Eduardo Rodriguez, and Iwo Kuma has not won a road game since the early part of April. I checked during the road games that he was a part of, and he has not won a game. He's had a lot of no-decision victories on the road. His last win came back in April the 17th against the New York Yankees, where he won for his team 8-2, did great. But since then, he has not been able to get any road wins, and we're hoping to change that today. Depending on how I feel, probably do maybe 1 or 2 games, and then we'll send the third just to see how it goes, but we'll see how it goes. Boston and Mariners, game 1 of 3. And then we have to go on the road against Detroit, a game that I will be streaming later on in the week. So yeah, we haven't had them this year yet. I think we've had St. Louis. No, we haven't. So we'll get those going, and then we'll go from there to the next week, and so on and so forth. All right, let's go to work. Mariners and Red Sox, first of a 3-game series. And we are going to go in the alternating uniforms, as I would expect. Home of Fenway Park, one of the oldest stadiums you're going to get. Or parks, rather. Then we have Taijuan Walker in our next matchup going up against Roenis Elias, who the former Mariner was brought in with Boston, and he hasn't done a great job, as you see there in the right side of your screen, 0-4. That's for another game, and I think that's all for now. Nelson Cruz at 35 is still hitting the ball pretty well. Wish I can get a look on what his numbers are. But I do know Adam Lind has 20 home runs. He had 20 home runs last year with Milwaukee. So he's on pace to get a big career year for the 32-year-old. Still a good power hitter. And he's going up against a lefty pitcher, so that might come back to haunt. We'll see. Game on. David Price, Walker, and Hernandez in those strikeouts. Not too bad. And for the first time in a while, if anything, Mariners are facing off against a terrific hitting ball club in the Red Sox. Welcome to one of the oldest ballparks in the majors at Fenway. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the 36-30 Red Sox against the visiting Seattle Mariners, who are 35-31. Mookie Betts going up against Kuma and the Mariners next on YouTube. Welcome back. Eduardo Rodriguez, the lefty, making his 14th start of the year, 8-3 record, and his ERA 3.41. 65 strikeouts to 28 walks and 99 hits allowed in 87 innings pitched. He's had 2 shutout victories this year and 2 complete games. Nori Aoki leading things off for the Mariners. 5 home runs for the man from Tokyo, Japan. And the offering to start off for Rodriguez. Swinging a high fly ball to right field, and that one is caught. 1 down, just like that. Aoki with the leading off play, nothing doing. We go to the second lineup. Martin, Cruz, Seager, Gutierrez, Cano, out of limb. Chris Aine will get another start at catcher, and Ebrith Cabrera in for Ketel Marte, as they see Jonas Martin's numbers, 11 stolen bases, which is the team leader. 4 home runs and 19 RBIs. Let's get a look around the game tonight. 32,523 on hand for tonight's matchup. And a ground ball to right. Turnaround throw in time to first. 2 down. Nelson Cruz next man up. Let's get to you the defensive lineups for the home Red Sox. Blake Shearhart in at catcher. Ramirez, Holt, Bogart, Sandoval, the infielders. Costello, Mookie Betts, and Brennan Boach. Nelson Cruz, 9th in the AL in batting average. He was right around 290 last game out. Last time we played him as a changeup for ball 1. He's currently entering tonight's game with an 11-game hitting streak. Cano had the longest of the year, 21 games before it was snapped in April. And Cruz in the right field, foul. Last game for Cruz on the stream. He belted in 2 home runs on the road. And Cruz, long shot deep into right center field. This one has some carry and off the wall. And Cruz will hold for 2. As that one sailed over the top of the wall against Betts. And Cruz with a double. A 2-out double for Cruz, his hit streak at 12. That continues. Kyle Seager at 50 runs batted in. That's 3rd in the AL. 9th double for Cruz of the season. And we'll see what Kyle Seager has in mind with this pitch upcoming from Rodriguez. Down low for ball 1. Mariners have won 8 out of their last 10. Boston 6 out of their last 10. And Seager, long shot to right field, and this one is caught by Castillo, who makes the catch. Now we'll do it for the Mariners offense. We go to the defensive end of the Mariners, and Seattle gets 1 hit. Mariners left 1 man on base. Scoreless in Boston. Welcome back, Iwakuma. 5-4 record, 3.13 ERA. This is his 14th start of the season. 80 strikeouts to 14 walks and 58 hits allowed in 74 2/3 innings pitched. Leading off, Mookie Betts leading the team in runs batted in with 36. Along with David Ortiz, Big Papi, who is making his final year with the Red Sox. And for him, mostly an important year to really be productive and try to get the Red Sox into a playoff berth. And a long shot deep to left. This one is off the green monster and out and gone. Betts belts in home run number 10, and Boston with an early 1-0 lead. I said Boston is one of the better hitting ball clubs in the majors. Actually, as there's his 10th home run, 366 feet on this blast. Toronto's number 1 in home runs, Seattle's number 2, and Boston is number 3. That's their 88th home run as a team, as Betts just drilled this one out into left, up of the green monster. And actually that one hit off the chair and it came back infield. Bogart's next man aboard, as Coma gives up a home run early going. This is a position early in June on franchise where if the Mariners want to make a playoff, but you got to beat the best teams. Especially then with the power unit like Boston. Big Papi, David Ortiz. Mookie Betts, who's knocked in his first home out of the game tonight. 1-1 against Bogarts. Good fastball for strike 2. 1-2 upcoming. Breaking ball. Long shot again. Left field. And this one is off the wall for a double. Martin will throw. And the runner will stay. So Bogarts with a double. Kuma's given up 2 hits already in the inning. David Ortiz, next man up. 16th double for Bogarts. Puts him in a tie with Rusney Castillo in that department. And this one's popped up to left for Ortiz. Playable though. Catch made by Aoki. 1 out. So Big Papi groans out. From the flyout rather. Let's go to the lineups now. Ramirez next man up at cleanup. Sandoval, Castillo, Swihart, Brock Olt, and Brennan Boach. Now Ramirez leading the team in home runs with his 16th. Actually, that tied him. He's not in a tie, but team leader nonetheless. Strike 1, caught the corner, did Kuma for strike 1. Let's get a look at the umpires. Dixon, Summergill, Ferguson, and McDonald for the game tonight. Kuma the 1 out and a strike 2 splitter. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. First strikeout for Kuma. 2 down in the inning. Let's get to the Seattle Mariners defensive lineups. Adam Lind, Cano, Cabrera, and Kyle Seager. I netted behind the plate Gutierrez, Martin, and Aoki in the outfield. Next man up, Pablo Sandoval, the former San Francisco Giant. Caught the sinker on the line for ball 1 for Kuma. 2 down, the 1-0. Check swing, strike 1. Thing for Kuma's arsenal, he doesn't have a 2-seamer, so he's going to have to make any batter right of him to try to chase pitches. Two down, 2-1. Ground ball, playable. And Lynn will just take it himself for the out. And that'll do it. Kuma gives up 2 hits and a big home run for a 1-0 Red Sox lead. To the second inning we go. Gutierrez leading things off here in Boston. Top of the second inning. As Rodriguez back on the pitch. And ball 1 taken. .1-0 from Rodriguez. And Gutierrez lines one into center field. Bettis making the play. 1 out. Robinson Cano, the former New York Yankee, has had a lot of rivalries against this Red Sox team in his past. Next man on board, 15, close to 15 home runs. 14 this year. And Cano, long shot to left field, and this one is off the wall. Cano will come around for second. 2 bounces on the wall, and Cano gets a double. And you're at Fenway. Those long walls up ahead really helps to not get home runs usually. But preventing those flyouts, as that one just sailed over the top. So it has its pros and cons. Adam Lind has really struggled in his last 10, batting under 195. As Cano belted double number 14 of the year with 1 out. And a fastball foul for Lind. 1 out. The Red Sox are 8th in the league in batting average. Ooh, fastball caught the line, ruled ball 1. Lynn gets a bailout on that one from the home plate umpire. Rodriguez the 1-1. Slider swung and missed outside. A 1-2 count now for Adam Lind. Lind the 1-2. Outside fastball up high for a ball 2. Slider fouled away. Lind has had some games on stream where he's been able to belt those type of pitches out. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Lind, the 6th pitch at bat. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Lind will stay at third. Bettis will throw it right to Rodriguez. No play made at home. 2-man on with 1 out. A 1-out single for Lind.
The catcher, number 33, Chris Iannetta.
Iannetta next man up. Mariners 4th in batting average at .268. Change up in the dirt, swung and missed for Iannetta, former LA Angel. Look at his numbers, batting under 190. 1 out. The 0-1. Changeup fouled away, and that was an inside pitch. He threw 2 changeups. By the way, there's the arsenal for Rodriguez. 0-2. And that takes that outside. Giants winning 6-2 in Tampa Bay. Iannetta with the 1-2. Iannetta long shot. High deep into left field. This one is going to be caught. Cano tags to third. He's coming around home. The throw at the plate is not in time. Sac fly RBI for Iannetta. And the Mariners tie things up at 1 apiece. 2 outs. Ninth RBI for Iannetta of the year. Cabrera next man up. With 2 gone. Change up outside for ball 1. Rodriguez looking for his 9th victory of the year. 1-0. And a long shot to left in for a base hit. First hit for Iannetta, or for Cabrera rather. And gets himself a single with 2 outs. Right through the gap. Bogarts the Centerville didn't have a play. As Aoki next man up. And look at this one. Good contact of the bat for Cabrera to get to the gap nicely. It remains 2 outs. Aoki is 0 for 1 tonight. And Aoki pops one up into left. This one is fouled. First trip this year for the Mariners at Fenway Park. In franchise mode, the 0-1 pitch outside for a ball. And it's Rodriguez having a worked up inning, 24 pitches. Kuma had 14 in that first inning. 2 gone, 1-1. And this one's popped up right to Swihart. And the inning will come to an end for the Mariners, but they do tie things up with Iannetta's sac fly RBI. And Cano the run to tie it up at 1. We go to the bottom of the 2nd here at Fenway Park. Welcome back. Rusney Castillo leading off for the Red Sox. 25 RBIs for him. That's going back on the pitch. Who had a rough inning. This one's tipped on the first play. Iannetta will fire it to Lind 1 out. If they can get some defense like that, that'll be a huge bonus in this game. Blake Swihart next man up. Batting well on the home field than he has on the road productivity-wise. We could see a high-scoring affair in this series from how these two are doing right now. As a strike for Kuma, a 0-1 with 1 out. Breaking ball, right field foul. 0-2. See if Kuma can complete a good drive here. Long shot, left field. This one is caught. Nicely done at the warning track by Aoki for the second out.
Second baseman, Rock Holt.
Rock Holt, next man aboard. It's a good running play by Aoki. Rock Holt has really struggled. 118, 2 for 17 in his last 5, I believe. 2 down in the inning, and a fastball foul for Kuma. Bottom second, 2 gone, the 0-1. Breaking ball again, right center field this time. Gutierrez makes the catch, and that will come to an end in the second. Third inning upcoming. Mariners tied up at 1 here at Fenway. Martin leading off for the Mariners tonight, 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first, looking for his first hit of the game tonight. Mariners 11-3 here in the month of June, trying to keep that trend going, and a pop-up right to Sandoval, 1 down. Here's the upcoming schedule for the Mariners. Next 2 here. Then they head on the road to take on Detroit for the first time. Then they take on the Cardinals. Interleague game. Nelson Cruz doubled in the first tonight, 1 for 1, trying to keep it going. He'll be 36 next month and trying to keep his body in solid productivity with the Mariners and try and get the Mariners to their first postseason appearance since 2001. Swing and a miss for Cruz, 1-1. Rodriguez the 1-1 with 1 down. Outside fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tell you, if you're a baseball fan, if you haven't been to Fenway, it's one of the last living ballparks you're going to get behind Wrigley Park in Chicago. Foul ball, 2-2 with 1 out. And this was chipped, chopped, and fouled. I was going to say chipped. But I think that'll do. A couple change-ups in the plate. 2-2 for Cruz. Broken bat. This one's blooped in and caught by Ramirez. 2 down.
Number 15, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Yeah, just broke off the tip of the bat. And Sandoval able to make it happen with the catch. Kyle Seager, next man aboard. With 2 down. Good slider inside for strike 1. If that slider was inside a little bit closer, Seager might have had a hit. Like that one. That one foul for Seager on that fastball now. Seager facing an 0-2 count. 2 down. Rodriguez delivers. Fastball on the strike zone line and fouled. Even though this is June, wild card indications are a big key. Strike 3 called, and that one to Ramirez for the 3rd out. Bottom half of the 3rd coming up for the Mariners. Tie game at 1 here at Fenway. Brandon Boats leading things off for the Red Sox. As we are in the bottom of the 3rd, I'm S.L.P. Glad you all could join me on this stream. First of a 3-game series, as Kuma pitching away, continuing. Gets a strike. Mookie Bettis and Bogarts will follow Boach. A lot of B's for the Red Sox. 0-1. Fastball popped up right center field. Coming in is Martin. And he makes the out. 1 down. There's kind of 4 to have any errors out in the outfield. They've had quite a few of those in streams on Twitch and on YouTube. Those tuning into that. Betts had a solo blast to open up the first inning. Trying to go 2 for 2. Slider caught the line of the zone, but ruled the ball. And he's a good base runner as well. Don't let those contact abilities get the Mariners. 2-0 outside. I'll tell you, Kuma is holding his own through 2 innings. Trying to keep that going. Splitter fouled away. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike for Betts. Sinker fouled away. These two teams will meet up later in early August on franchise mode, so be warned. Safeco will be rocking, of course, with around at that time a month away before the postseason starts. Mariners currently hold that second wild card spot. Ground ball right to Cabrera. 2 down. Nice catch by Lind at first.
The shortstop, number 2.
Next man up is Bogarts, who doubled in the first. Red Sox are able to hit some long balls, not necessarily the home runs, but able to get runners on second and third on occasion. Slider outside for ball 1. The 1-0 upcoming. Long shot, right field. Gutierrez hauls in the third out. And that'll do it. Nicely done by Goody with the long running strike. We go to the 4th. Tie game at 1. Welcome back. Gutierrez leading off. Lined out in the second. Going up against Rodriguez, looking for his 9th victory of the year. And a slider caught the line for a ball. Good way to start for the at-bat. 1-0 upcoming. Gutierrez ground ball right to short. Bogarts in time for Ramirez, 1 out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Cano, next man up, had a double and a run. Now batting 300 in the Mariner lineup. Fastball fouled away with 1 out. The 0-1. And another fastball fouled inside. The 0-2 pitch with 1 out. And strike 3 called. Rodriguez tacks up another K for the Red Sox. 2 outs in the inning. Adam Lind singled in the second. 1 for 1. 2 down in the top of the 4th. Check swing, and he went strike 1. It caught the line. Some umps will give credit, some others won't. Down low for ball 1. Lind has 20 home runs this year. That he had that many of home runs last season as a member of the Brewers. 1-1. This one's chopped and fouled away. Fastball, strike 3, caught looking goes Lind, and that will bring to an end to the 4th. Go to the bottom half of the 4th. Tie game at 1 at Fenway. Christopher, welcome to the stream, man. Babe Ortiz 0 for 1 tonight. Mariners this year, after doing some simulations, we are 35-31. And the Red Sox are currently 36-30. We are second behind the Red Sox in the AL wildcard race at the moment. And Kuma back on the pitch for strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Popped up into right center field. Martin will take this one. Plenty of time. 1 out. So yes, Mariners are 35-31. Next telecast, Mariners Saturday will continue to stay on the road. They take on Roenis Elias, the former Mariner, who is 0-4 in Boston against Taijuan Walker, who has done very well in franchise mode. Second currently in the Cy Young race. Hanley Ramirez is 0 for 1 in the game. Bottom 4. Tie game at 1. Fastball for ball 1. One 0 count. Good slider on the line for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Kuma breaking balls Kicked outside for a ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. And fouled in the left. 2-2. I hope sometime in real life I would love to go to Fenway and Wrigley Field just to see both iconic ones. As there's a strike 3 caught looking on Ramirez. Nicely done by Kuma. Gets a K his way. He thought that was going to be a ball rolling onto the outside and stayed in. Sandoval 0 for 1 tonight. 2 down in the inning. Sinker inside for strike 1 for Kuma. I would love to go to Wrigley Field and see the iconic baseball field of both teams, and a nice ground ball right to Lind, and that will do it for the inning. Kuma looking great through the first 4. Has given up an earned run and 2 hits. We go to the 5th. Tie game at 1 at Fenway. Chris Iannetta had a sac fly RBI in his first plate appearance, as he'll be leading off against Rodriguez. Fastball to start for a ball. If the Mariners win 2 of 3 or win in a sweep, they would grant themselves into first place. A long shot deep into left center field. This one is off the wall and gone. Chris Iannetta gives the Mariners a 2-0 lead as he hits one deep into left center. Sailed over the head of Mookie Betts, who didn't have a play at the ball. Second RBI of the game for Iannetta, and his 4th home run of the year. His RBI total now up to 10. It's a terrific long shot into left center. Plenty of good hang time on this one. The Mariners with their first lead of the game. I remember in real life, I think a year or 2 ago, while the Mariners, I think, won 83 games, they actually won in a sweep here in Boston, which was unheard of in the Mariners' long franchise history. It's Cabrera, next man up, who had a single last at bat, fouled away inside on that changeup. One. Slider outside for a ball. Two and 1. Fastball on the inside. Strike 2. Rodriguez, the 2-2 pitch with nobody out. Full count earned. Aoki up on deck waiting. 3-2 for Cabrera. And this pitch foul. It might have been a ball up high. Might have been on that slider. And the payoff. Cabrera, long shot into left field, and that one is an out. Nice catch by Botch. As Aoki 0 for 2 in the game tonight. Next man aboard with 1 down. So Christopher, I hope I answered your question on the record. .35-31 for the Mariners. Good fastball for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a foul ball to right. One and 2. Ground ball to second. 2 down.
Center fielder number 12, Leonis Martin.
Martino for 2 tonight. Martin, here's a long shot in the left, and this one is fielded by Botch. And that'll do it for the inning. Bottom half of the fifth we go. Mariners with a 2-1 lead on Ionetta. Solo home run. Rusney Castillo leading things off tonight 0 for 1 as he grounded last at bat. And a slider to start fouled away. Castillo, the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, Cano. As he waves away Rodriguez, or Rodriguez, Gutierrez, and makes it out. One down.
Now batting, number 23.
Excuse me. Swihart is 0 for 1 tonight. Fight out in the second. Sinker on the outside for ball 1. It's come up an efficient game. 42 pitches through 4 1/3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Got that splitter down low beautifully. 1-1 count. Fastball in for strike 2. Coming trying to look for his first road victory in a little bit over 2 months now. Ground ball to short. Cabrera fires it to first. Lynn makes the out. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Brock Holt 0 for 1 tonight. Fight out in the second. 2 gone in the inning. And a blooping play. Kyle Seager makes the out. Infield now and do it. We are on to the 6th inning here at Fenway Park. Mariners with a 2-1 lead. Leading off, Nelson Cruz, who was 1 for 2 tonight. Tommy Lane in the bullpen relieving. Warming up for Boston. It's Cruz trying to get himself a 2-hit night here at Fenway Park. And a fastball outside for ball 1. (1-0) for Rodriguez against Cruz. Strike 1. One ball and 1 strike. And Cruz launches one. Deep left field. Plenty of hang time and gone. Solo home run for Nelson Cruz. Mariners increase their lead 3-1. (23rd) home run for Nelson Cruz and his 48th run batted in this year. 23rd home run, 362 feet on this long shot. Either a fastball or a slider he threw in there. Got plenty of hang time. And another home run given up by the Red Sox. The second tonight. As Rodriguez cannot believe he let that one sail out like that. And that was a 2-seamer he threw in there. High up in the zone, where Cruz can strike it. Kyle Seager, next man up. And Seager, a long shot to right field this time. That will get in for a base hit and a ground rule double. So Kyle Seager will earn a double. Now the Mariners are starting to find their groove as Gutierrez, next man up. That's the easiest play to get a foul ball in some areas, but not here, as it's very thin. And it's going to be a pitching change in order, as Hernandez's game will come to an end. And entering the game will be Tommy Lang, 6-1 record, relieving, 2.73 ERA. Doing good against lefties and righties, preferably lefty batters. 20th appearance relieving. Another lefty. 19th double for Kyle Seager of the year. That ties in with Adam Lind. As the team leader, Gutierrez takes ball 1 outside. By the way, there's the pitching arsenal for Lane. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. That was a slider he threw that time. His main pitch. That one nearly hit him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. 3-1 Mariners lead. Laying the 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Kyle Seager will stay at second regardless. On this out, and it is caught by Swihart. 1 down. Cano with a 1-for-2 game tonight. Doubled and a run.
Robinson Cano.
And Cano pops this pitch up to Sandoval. 2 down. As Mariners have had runs in the 5th and 6th innings. Let's see where that... Yeah, it was tipped up. Caught him with that sinker. Adam Lynn, next man aboard. You see him in the dirt for ball 1. He struck out looking last time out. Singled back in the 2nd. Laying the 1-0. Outside for the slider. Two-0 count. Slider outside and caught the line. 2-1. Lynn the 2-1. 2-2. 3 sliders. At this at bat. 2-2. Full count earned for Lynn. Ionetta on deck waiting with 2 down. Kyle Seager at second base. The 3-2. Strike 3. Late swing for Lind, and now will do it. Bottom half of the 6th coming up for the Mariners. 3-1 Seattle lead. Votes leading things off tonight. 0 for 1. Fight out in the 3rd. Kuma with 46 pitches in 5 innings. Looking great. So it's botch. I nearly had that close. I think I said botch a few times, but it's alright. 0-1 for botch upcoming from Kuma outside for a ball. One. Check swing didn't go. Kuma 2-1 upcoming. 3-1. Betts on deck waiting. The 3-1 coming. Strike 2, full count. Now the payoff. Fouled in the right. Another payoff pitch. Ball 4 in the splitter. And a walk to first base for the Red Sox. First time tonight. Betts had a solo home run back in the 1st. Can tie things up with a 2-run home run here. Boston 25th in the majors in stolen base opportunities. They're not a terrific team at that. Neither are the Mariners. Fouled away 1-1. Yes, Mariners are 27th. 3rd worst. 1-1. It's like slider caught the strike 2. Gonna say slike. As it worked that time for Kuma. Now the 1-2 upcoming. Outside for a ball. 2-2. With nobody out. Two-two pitch. Fouled away. Two-two offering. Breaking ball. Fouled away. Wish I could actually see on how much at bats this is for Kuma against the pitching. 2-2. Full count. Bogart's on deck waiting. And now we get into the nitty-gritty here. The payoff pitch. And that's a base hit to right field. Gutierrez will throw to second, and the runner will stay there. So a walk and a single with no outs. Betts gives a 2-hit game. Bogarts is 1 for 2 with a double in the first. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 1-0 upcoming. Strike one. Good splitter. Made him hold on that pitch. 1-1. Outside. 2-1. 2-1 to count. Strike two. Good fastball for Kuma. 2-2 the count. Fouled away. Let's see if Kuma can finish off this set here. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Full count. David Ortiz on deck waiting. Payoff pitch. In the left, fouled away. Kuma again, the payoff opportunity. Got him, looking, 1 out. That was huge for Kuma to get another K on the board. Ortiz is 0 for 2 tonight. 40-year-old making his final year with the Red Sox, and after that he's going to call it a career, and there's really nothing to be ashamed of what he's done with the franchise. World Series champion, strike two. And most times that's a ball, but Kuma will take it from the umpire. Now the 0-2. Outside. 1 out, 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, fouled away. Ortiz the 1-2. 2-2. Ortiz 2-2 pitch. Foul. Just got a piece of it on the bottom end. Ortiz again. 2-2. Splitter fouled on the line. Two. Full count earned. Ramirez on deck with 1 out. I really hate to have the bases juiced at this point. 3-2 pitch. He struck him out. 2 outs. Back-to-back Ks for Kuma. Ramirez 0 for 2 tonight. 2 strikeouts. So the bullpen Mariners will set up Tim Lincecum for the 7th inning stretch. Strike one. Ramirez probably should have swung at that one, as that probably would have been a base hit of some sort. Ball in the outside corner, 1-1 with 2 down. 1-1 count. Ground ball for Cano, and this one will do it to fire it to Lynn, and that will do it for the 6th inning. Mariners doing their work. Go to the 7th inning. Iannetta, Cabrera, and Aoki leading off. 3-1 Seattle lead here at Fenway. Welcome back to franchise mode here in Fenway Park. Mariners trailed the game 1-0, and they've scored 3 unanswered runs. 3-1 lead us where we're at in the game summary. Cruz 2 for 3 game with a double and a home run. Mookie Betts with a home run and an RBI, 2 for 3 game. Iannetta leading things off as he had a big time blast early in the part of the game to put the Mariners in lead at that point. And we'll see what he does this time. He had a sac fly RBI and a home run. And a fastball to start for strike one. The 0-1. Outside for ball one. 1-1. Outside for the slider. By the way, let's take a moment and pause on the box score as of right now. Kuma has 4 strikeouts, which is pretty good. Rodriguez departed with 3 earned, 3 strikeouts, 7 hits. Lane has a strikeout himself, relieving. Two-1. Outside, Cabrera on deck waiting. All except for that opening two-seamer. That's it. 3-1. Sinker full count. Aineta, the 3-2 pitch. That would have been ball 4. Instead, Aineta would get another opportunity. The 3-2 pitch. Chopped. And fouled. Just fouled. Barely. 8th pitch at bat for Aineta. 3-2. And that one fouled into left. Long at bat for Aineta. Another 3-2. Aineta, long shot to right center field. This one is caught. 1 out. Nicely done by Castillo to make the catch. Cabrera with a base hit in the second. 1 for 2. Flat out in the 5th. Outside for ball 1. John Lester, 8 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts for the Cubs' victory. 1-0 pitch. Sinker for strike 1. One pitch. And that one is caught by Holt at second. 2 down. That was lined out right to him. Aoki 0 for 3 game tonight, trying to look for his first hit of the ball game. With 2 outs. And this one up the mound, fielded by Bogarts. The throw in time to Ramirez. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Sandoval, Castillo, and Swihart do it for the Red Sox, and a 3-1 deficit. Mariners lead. Sandoval 0 for 2 tonight, 2 ground outs for the former Giant. And Kuma will stay on the mound for a 7th inning stretch. Good catch by the ball boy on that foul ball. 1-0, or excuse me, the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. That one slipped by the second and third baseman. Martin will hold. Right to Cano. So a leadoff single to start for Sandoval. You knew that wouldn't take long. Castillo 0 for 2 tonight. And this pitch is popped up, fouled into right field. Kuma, despite that earned run, he's looked magnificent. Shallow center field on this pop-up, coming in Martin. 1 out. Look at Kuma's work. 85 pitches in the game. Not too bad. He's thrown a variety of pitches, except the 4-seamer's been doing the most dominant overall. Swihart tonight is 0 for 2. With 1 down. And the sinker in for strike 1. As Mariners looking for their 5th win of the year. 5th straight victory, which they haven't had since early April. This one's a pop-up into left center. Catch made by Martin. 2 outs. Brock Holt tonight 0-2. Fastball on the outside for ball 1. 88 pitches for Kuma in this ball game. Fouled away. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Fouled into right. 1-2. One-two pitch. Got him. Look in. Strike 3 called on that one for Kuma. Now we'll do it for the 7th. We go to the 8th in a 3-1 Mariners lead. Martin leading off 0 for 3. Craig Kimball warming up in the bullpen. And speaking of the bullpen, Lincecum ready to come in for the 8th inning stretch, as Kuma's game will come to an end there. And chop ball to short to start off. 1 out. Kuma had that 5th strikeout last time out. 7 innings, 1 earned, 4 hits, 1 will go. As Nelson Cruz, next man up, had a solo home run into left field against the Green Monster, and he lifted this one with emphasis. And that one increased the Mariners' lead at that point, 3-1. In the 6th. With 1 down. Ball taken for Cruz. He does have that slider as his main pitch, so Cruz should know anywhere up high should be a good spot for him. And a sinker inside for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike against Cruz. And Cruz again. This one's fouled in the left. And that was the slider, but it hung in the middle of the zone. 1-2 pitch. That one nearly hit Cruz. 2-2. Nelly will turn 36 in a month. 2-2 with 1 out. And struck him out. Kyle Seager with 2 outs now. 1 for 3 tonight. Doubled in the 6th inning. As Lane is still on. Pitching. Relieving for the Red Sox. 2 gone, top of the 8th. And a foul ball on the sinker. Seager looking to go for his 21st home run of the year. 2 outs, the 0-1. Sinker outside for a ball. 1-1. 1-1. 1-2. And a late swing for Seager, strike 3, and that will do it for the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Mariners lead. So we are getting down to the wire. Tim Lincecum, the former Washington Husky, making his 6th appearance, relieving 1-0 record, 3.60 ERA. Brennan Bosch leading things off tonight, 0 for 1 as he walked in the 6th inning. And a strike inside for Lincecum. From what the manager of the Mariners, Lance Nelson, stated on franchise mode, Lincecum will be starting in our next home game over Carnes, because Carnes has not been a productive player in this one. Very streaky at times. This one a fly ball, right field, long run out for Gutierrez, and this one is caught. 1 out. Next up, Mookie Betts with a 2 for 3 game tonight. 2 for 3, a single and a home run. Good changeup at 82 for strike 1. The 0-1. Hit well, left field. Aoki makes the catch. 2 outs. What a long running stride for Aoki, as that one was line drive, almost a base hit. Great awareness by Aoki to track that one down. And Bogarts, next man aboard, who is 1 for 3. What a terrific game defensively for the Mariners. And there's still a long series to go between these two. Two outs, the pitch outside for a 1-1. An 0-1 count. 1-1. 1-2, fouled away. Bogarts the 1-2 with 2 outs. Another fly ball fouled in the left. to the bullpen. Steve Cishek warming up for the ninth. Mariners defensively have held their ground with a 3-1 ball game. Popped up Kyle Seager with plenty of time and makes the third out as we go to the ninth. Mariners with a 3-1 lead, trying to go for some insurance runs. Next at bat, Gutierrez, Cano, and Lind.
Your attention, please.
Craig Kimball making his 23rd appearance relieving. Not doing great against the right-handed batter. 6.05 ERA. 16 saves this year. Gutierrez 0 for 3 tonight. Trying to look for his first hit of the ball game. There we see the pitching arsenal. We have that knuckle curve and the fastballs to work with. As Kimball up the middle, base hit for Gutierrez to start the ninth. His first hit of the game tonight at Fenway with nobody out. Robinson Cano 1 for 3 tonight with a double and a run. Knuckle curve hung in foul for Cano. The 0-1 pitch upcoming. Fastball down low. Ball 1. That's the Mariners trying to put it in this game. But there's still the bottom of the ninth to play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Cano smacks this one foul in the left. 1-2. Came up high with that fastball. 1-2 for Cano. Another foul ball. This one is playable though, and no, it's not. It's out. That one out of play. Nearly had to play that time, did Swihart. One ball and 2 strikes. Knuckle curve down low. 2-2. Following Cano will be Adam Lind and then Iannetta. Two. Strike 3 called. Brought some heat on that fastball in the middle. 1 down. Adam Lind with a single tonight, 1 for 3. 20 home runs this year. As I said earlier in the game, that matches the amount he had last year as a member of the Milwaukee Brewers. With 1 out. Knuckle curve outside for a ball. He's been struck out twice tonight and a single to open the hitting club for the Mariners. 1-0. Fastball outside, 2-0. As Gutierrez on base with his first hit, a single in the top of the ninth. With 1 out, 2-0 pitch for Lind. Lind launches one deep into left field. This one has some carry, and this one is gone. Solo home run for Adam Lind. Mariners increase their lead once again to 5-1. Adam Lind with his 21st home run. His RBI total now up to 38. Ties him with Cano on the Mariner lineup. Another 2-run bomb for Adam Lind. Middle of the plate. Plenty of hang time over the green monster. Into left center. That one sailed into the back row that time. 21 home runs for Lind. Iannetta, next man up, who had a home run back in the 5th. Which tied the game up. And a breaking ball, strike 1 inside on that knuckle curve. Mariners have scored 5 unanswered runs since that first inning, when Boston led 1-0. Fouled inside. 0-2 with 1 out. That's the Mariners trying to take Game 1 here at Fenway. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball fouled away. 0-2 for Iannetta. Outside. Mariners 3 home runs tonight against the Red Sox 1. Mariners second behind the Blue Jays in home runs. Boston third in the majors. The 1-2 pitch upcoming for Iannetta. Strike 3, 2 outs in the 9th. Cabrera, 1 for 3 tonight, singled back in the 2nd. As Kimbo holding his own despite giving 2 earned in the 9th. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch for Cabrera. Knuckle curve hung in for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. And Cabrera gets struck out. Bottom of the 9th, Mariners looking to close it out. As Adam Lynn with his 21st home run of the year and a 5-1 Mariners lead. David Ortiz 0 for 3 tonight, struck out in the 6th as he will be leading off for the Red Sox. Lincecum will continue to pitch here in the game, so no Steve Cishek for now for Lance Nelson, depending on the outcome of this game. Ball outside for Lincecum. 1-1. Long shot, left field. This one is off the wall. Ortiz will route for second. Nope, he'll just stay for 1. First hit of the night for Ortiz. And his hitting streak continues at 7. That was a heck of a fastball, though, too, for David Ortiz. Got enough barrel. And hit off the top of the wall for a single. Ramirez 0 for 3 tonight. And Sandoval, and then Castillo. And you know Ortiz will not go for a stolen base, not at this point of the game. 2-0 Lincecum. 2-0 pitch. Good fastball in for strike 1. 2-1. Strike 2. See if Lincecum can complete the inning strong here. 2-2. Breaking ball foul inside. Mariners looking for their 4th victory of the year. Or 5th win of the year, excuse me. 5th straight. Red Sox won against Baltimore last night. Now a full count earned as Sandoval up on deck waiting. Mariners did not want to have 2-man on base at this point of the game. 3-2. And bases with 2-man on. Lincecum is first to walk of the game. Sandoval 1 for 3 tonight, singled back in the 7th, and this is where the warning call comes in. You don't want to have a jam in the 9th. Mariners have been through a lot this season when trying to maintain a lead and let it slip away in the 9th. 2-0 as Sandoval with a 2-0 his way. Tipped, playable. Iannetta fires it. And that's an out. 1 down. With 2-man on as Ortiz at 3rd. Castillo tonight is 0 for 3. Ortiz in scoring position at 3rd. 1-0. Yes, Lance Nelson putting the ball into the hands of Tim Lincecum with a 4-run lead. This one is playable. 2 gone, as Ortiz will stay at 3rd. No surprise. And Seattle is 1 out away from picking up Game 1 here in Boston, as Blake Swihart 0 for 3 tonight. He hasn't done anything, 0 for 3, but can keep the game alive with a hit. Outside for a ball 1. Lincecum the 1-0 with 2 outs. This one is playable, and a throw made at home in time, or to first rather, doesn't matter. Mariners do win Game 1 here at Fenway, 5-1 the final, as a terrific throw to Lynn to get the 3rd out. at first base. With 2 games to go, Mariners are now on a 5-game winning streak, their longest so far since early April, where they won their first 10 games of the season. And an impressive road win as well for the Mariners. They now increase to 15-19 on the road. Boston drops to 36-31. Mariners now hold the first place slot in the wild card standings as Lincecum did his work. Kuma will get a 6th win of the year, his first win on the road since April at New York. Eduardo Rodriguez will take the loss, his 4th of the year. Mookie Betts, so you see his numbers cruise a big home run, which extended the Mariners' lead 3-1 in the 6th inning. But they're going to give the player of the game credits to Ivo Kuma because of his terrific pitching. Brought to you by Top Trading Cards. Get your Seattle Mariners players cards and all other cards on the MLB website at mlb.com/shop. And Kuma did a terrific job striking out and having defense surround him all game long. Gave up that earned run back in the 1st inning, but since then the defense stepped up. 5 strikeouts for Kuma tonight, 4 hits, 1 earned, and 1 walk, and 7 innings strong for Kuma. As we will see you for tomorrow for Game 2 of a 3-game series here at Fenway Park. I'm S.L.P. Thank you for tuning in to Mariners Franchise Baseball on YouTube. The final score, 5-1, Mariners over the Red Sox. Good night from Fenway. And Lincecum will earn his 2nd save of the year. What a ball game for the Mariners. Cruz 2 for 4, Lynn 2 for 4, Iannetta surprisingly with a great game, 1 for 3, Cano with a double. So Mariners scored 5 unanswered runs since all the way back in the 1st, as you can see on the box score above. Time of the ball game. 91 pitches for Ivo Kuma. Not too bad. We'll take it. And yep, they actually they lost 2 of 3 at home against the Texas Rangers, but nonetheless they have won 5 consecutive games, their longest of the month this year, as they haven't had a winning streak produced since they've won 10 straight. 3, 6, 9. Okay, maybe not 10 straight, but they've won 11 out of their first 12 games. So, at least that speaks for something. But they haven't had a streak as big as that since the early part of April. Good stuff, Mariners, and they now tying with the Red Sox. As Taijuan Walker will go up against his fellow teammate, former Mariner Roenis Elias, who has really struggled in this year, just 0-4. Maybe 8 games behind the Astros, but we know the Astros are going to run away with the AL West, depending on how far they go. They've won 5 in a row themselves, and we now take a tie with the Red Sox in the American League wildcard standings thus far. And I think after that, I'm just going to do that one game tonight, guys. I will be back on either tomorrow afternoon, Pacific time, or Friday, just to finish up that 2-game set against the Red Sox. So I'm going to leave it at that point. But thank you very much for joining me. I'm S.L.P., and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.